Greetings. All right, today's little tidbit. I thought I'd just record something on montages. I have my dude here. He's got a combat stance. And I have a traditional right hand swing if I hit the button. And then I have a combo swing where if I hit the button again when he's swinging, it's going to do a follow through with a left hand swing. And for me, I use the anagraph a lot. I've known about montages and I use them periodically, but I think there's been some changes to the montage UI, and overall, I like it a lot. And I think it's worth just doing a quick video to kind of break down montages because it can be a little confusing when you're first in there. Okay, so if we look here at, let's just talk about the montage section here. We kind of have these, and this is the piece that I think might be confusing initially, and that's why we're covering it in this video, is basically these green boxes are the two animations that I have. So like if I come in here, you can see this is animation 1. Notice he does that recovery step. And then animation 2 is actually a full animation where he's pulling back and then swinging. Now you can see at the top here we have these, they call them sections, okay? And I'm able to preview how the sections are playing out. And the cool thing about montages and why I like them and why I think it's useful to look at is you can have a lot of control over these little sections directly from the anagraph, directly from the blueprint, so you don't have to mess with the anagraph quite as much. So when we're previewing right now, let's just look at what the playhead's doing, right? It's just playing through the full green one. And the reason it's doing that is when it's default is going straight into the right. These are the section names. So the default section is the kind of where it's starting. It plays that first animation, and then I just call this the closing of the right animation. But if we switch this, for example, to the left, right? Now, when we play the playhead, he takes the shot, and then look, he does this combo, right? He jumps over the other animation. So what it's saying is, hey, jump to the left section. So play default, and the next section after default is the left. So basically, whenever it hits the end of a section, it's going to evaluate what the next section to play is, and you can change that in code. In fact, if we were to glance at that exact step really fast in code, you can see here, and apologies for the spaghetti graph, but basically here's when you're pressing the attack button, right? And we have this test where, hey, if you're already playing a montage, so if you're hitting the attack button the second time, just FYI, for the first time, you just hit a play montage, so we just say, hey, play the montage. But if you hit it while it's in progress, then you can do these, you can actually access those sections programmatically blueprint. So it says, hey, are we playing in the default range? So are you pressing the button in this section? And if you are doing that, then check, make sure you have enough stamina. But then go ahead and switch the next section to be left. So basically, programmatically, we're doing what we just did right there in the preview, is we're going, instead of the default way from right to left, or from default to right, we're playing default to left, all right? And so with that change, with the blueprint check there, that's what's enabling the combo, or if you will. So overall, one last thing it's worth mentioning is they support notifies too, just like your animations do. I mean, we can come over here and look at the animation here where we've got a bunch of notifies to turn on the collision or do the trail or do the footstep sounds, right? And, there's kind of, do I put those on the animation or do I put those on the montage? I mean, both have their places. I've kind of fallen back to putting a lot of them on the animation because I'm reusing that animation in multiple montages. So you don't want to have to do it. You can see I have to update that one here. So anyway, that's a really fast, sorry I'm talking fast, but I like the videos to be straight to the point, not a lot of hoopla. So, if we look at it one last time, you go full screen, you go attack mode, we can come in here, we have our single one. If I don't press it, he does this nice recovery step. But if I press it and I have enough stamina, he does his follow-up swing. So it's a quick little review of montages. Hopefully that is useful to somebody to kind of get a little intro to what they look like.